Greetings fellow 50p collectors, Coin Snatcher here. Before we start this video, apologies, I should have done this video days and days ago, and I've promised 3 times that I would do this video and I haven't done it simply because I've been working this week and haven't been feeling 100%, and also the old throat is quite sore at the minute. But apologies for that, and we'll crack on and we'll get a couple more trays of the Isle of Man Christmas 50p collection done. Now, firstly, we did this tray last time, which started off way up here in 1980, and I made reference to one of these 1980 coins being one of the hardest coins to come across because of the die mark. So the coin that we have in question, I'll just need to have a little zoom in on that, is this coin here. Now when you look over in the right hand corner of the coin, there's the little die mark, and in this case it's AC. Now AC is probably the hardest one to find. They come up very, very rarely on eBay, and if the person who's selling it knows what they've got, then it's going to be an expensive coin. But one of the habits I have is before I go to sleep, I will have a quick flick through on eBay and I'll just see what new coins have been listed. So this is the coin. I've taken a picture of it that was listed on eBay last night, and when you have a little zoom in on it, it's probably quite hard to see there, but it's an AC die mark coin. So this is the very rarest coin. In fact, I think you might be able to see it better on that picture. There we go. So that's a picture of the AC die mark off an eBay picture, which is unusually good for an eBay picture. So I was having a look through the coins and saw this one. So just described as a 1980 Isle of Man 50p stagecoach coin. 451 sales this guy's had, so if he's selling coins, he's had enough sales to have a bit of knowledge behind him, so to speak. But he had this coin up on auction, and I looked at it, saw the die mark, and saw that the auction had 9 days and 23 hours to run. And if other 50p hunters had had a look at this coin, then I'm sure they would have looked at the die mark as well and seen that it was the rarest one, the hardest one to find. So rather than wait about, because 2 other people were watching it already, I sent him an email. I sent him a message on eBay, asked him if he would sell it for £20 and I would pay him now, and he messaged back and said yes. So he changed the listing. He did it for a buy it now price. I did it for the buy it now price and got it for £20 plus £2.25 postage and packaging. So £20 for this coin is an absolute steal. Now generally these coins will go for around £10 if they're the AA or the AB die mark, and you get between 10 and 15 when you sell one. These AC die marks are considerably rarer. Realistically, it's got to be a £60-70 coin, and it's one of those coins that if somebody wants it, really the sky's the limit on it, because they are so few and so far between. Now, I could have offered this guy £10 for this coin, and I could have offered him 15, but based on the fact he's had 451 sales, and the other coins he had up were Gibraltar and other Isle of Man Christmas coins, he probably has a fair idea of what he's doing with the coins. So I offered him £20, thinking if he looks at sold listings, £20 is over and above what you generally pay for one of these coins. So a bit of psychology there as well. You don't want to make the offer so cheap that they won't accept it, but again, you don't want to offer them more than what you can get away with. And to me, getting this coin for £20 was a right steal. So, moral of the story is, when you're looking for the coins, keep an eye on eBay, and you never know, one might just pop up like that. Now, secondly, when we did the coins last time, we finished off the first tray, which is the 1983 Ford motor car 50p AB die mark number 2. So that's where we finished up, and one of the things I said about this coin set is that there's two different versions of the card. So these are the two cards here. Now with these cards you only get diamond proof coins in them, so it's a BB or a BC die mark. But when you open up this coin, now the thing with these two is they all do the same thing. The glue dries up on them and they all fall apart. So I've got a different one mixed in there, but when you open this up, you can see season's greetings there, written in about 7 different languages. That's the little plastic holder where the 50p would normally go. Now generally they tend to dry out along the seams quite easily, and as a result they tend to fall apart and the coin falls out. Inside here you have a certificate, and it says that it's a double crown commemorating 1983 75th model of anniversary of the Model T Ford. Diamond finish, 30,000 issue limit. Now this is the important bit. The first coins in this issue were struck by Mr. Sam Toy, Chairman and Managing Director of Ford Motor Company Limited. Now there's no reference to Sam Toy in here, so how would you know if your coin has been struck by Sam Toy? Well, firstly it would come in this card, and when we put these two cards beside each other, they are in fact identical. There's no difference whatsoever. When you open up this card, again you get the same little certificate in there, but now when you look at it, you've got season's greeting in English, Sam Toy's signature, and Ford Motor Company Limited. So these can't really be faked, because this bit and this bit is printed, and then Sam Toy is what they call a live signature. And then when you turn it over on the obverse of the coin, the card, you have a little bit more information, and again you have the Ford logo printed down here at the bottom. These command quite a premium as well, but you never know, somebody may be selling one and not know what they've got. So all these little idiosyncrasies in the 50p collection when it comes to die marks and cards, it can get a collector excited. Right, so moving on then, we're on to this tray here now, I believe, yeah. So the next coin we have in the collection, let's have a little zoom in on that. So that's an AC die mark. Now funny, we're just talking about an AC die mark. On this particular 1983 year, the AC die mark is quite common, unfortunately, so that AC isn't particularly rare. After that, the next die mark we have is a D. So the A, you can see the A and the D, but the D is literally like a little 3-pointed D. So that's the AD die mark. And then the coin we have after that is one of the diamond proof coins. So as with the previous diamond proof coins, you have the mirrored fields and the polished tables, and a really nice coin there, 40 years old too. Now if we have a little zoom in on this, we can see under the lady's legs and the child's legs, we got the BB die mark. Now you can see where the B's are sort of central under the 3 legs, and the right hand B, just the head of it just sits between the 2 legs, the center leg and the right hand leg. So again, it's a good reference point for the die marks if you have another BB die mark coin like this one. Now what you'll notice with this one is the right hand, in fact to start off with, the B's are more over to the right, so they're not sort of centralized over those 3 legs. And when you look at the second B, the B on the right hand side, it's dropped down in relation to the B beside it. So you've got an up-down version of the BB die mark, and it's offset to the right in this case. I'll put that back in. And then the next one we have, so again, BB die mark. Let's get this steady. There we go. So when we look, we've got two Bs, they're level with each other, and each B sits directly under the middle and the right hand leg respectively. So that's a third BB die mark variation on that coin. Next coin we have another BB. So when you look at this BB, the two Bs are over to the left hand side this time, and they occupy the left leg and the middle leg, and again the Bs are one B under each leg and very slightly offset to the right when you compare the first leg and to the first B underneath it. Great stuff. So you can imagine sitting looking through eBay at all the different crappy pictures that are on eBay, trying to look for the minutiae of these die mark differences, but that's what makes it fun. Like last night getting a 1980 AC die mark coin, fantastic stuff for 20 quid. I know if a couple of other collectors had seen that, they would have been on it like a chip on tramps as well. Now the final coin then we have here is the last one in the series, and because it's the last one in this series of die marks, it has the D die mark. It's a silver proof coin, really nice coin. Now the obverses in those coins were nice, and if we have a look at the obverse on this coin, it's got a few little spots on it. Now I probably could give that coin a clean. You can see where it's a little bit mucky. I probably could give that a clean in my cleaner, but I don't clean these coins with the silver cleaner, so we'll have to leave it as it is. Now that brings us on to the next row here, and the next row we're on to is the 1984 Christmas 50p. So this time this design is Isle of Man Railway Steam Engine number 1. It's called the Sutherland. Oh. And if you can actually see the detail in it on this coin, it's fitted with a snow plough at the front. So a lovely little Christmas scene there. Sutherland train number 1 being used as a snow plough and clearing the way for the train you can see behind it. And in fact, when you look at the smokestacks, there's 3 smokestacks, so there's actually 3 trains there when you look closely enough. And then you've got upward spout of smoke there from the house, and I think these are icicles possibly, or steam that are coming out of the trains. In fact, there's steam coming out of the trains. So let's have a closer zoom in on this coin. So you've got people there at the top, and they look to be holding I don't know if it's furniture, if it's the water pipe for the train, or what it is they're holding, but two people there. And then you got a couple of kids, you got a dog there, you got the snow plough on the front with the snow being furled up against it. You got a couple of big old hooks hanging off the front of the train so it can pull other trains. And then you've got the detail of the Sutherland locomotive itself. And then over to the left, it looks like you've got somebody doffing their cap, and beside him you've got a bloke with a shovel. So I think that this train is getting filled up with water, and it's being fueled with coal or coke, depending what they burnt on these trains. But you can see the detail in that. It's a really, really nice coin. If the phone would play ball. Now with these coins again, we've got die marks to look out for. So when we look over here just underneath the man, we've got an AA die mark. The A's are level with each other, they're tight together, and you can get an idea of the positioning of them. You got one A directly sort of in line with the man's armpit, and then the other one is more over to the right. Okay, so we've got an AA one of those, and then the next coin in that year is another AA coin. So this time we have a variation on the AA die mark, and this time there's more of a gap between the two A's, and the tails on the middle of both A's touch together. So quite an easy die mark to distinguish from the one before. Let's just get the one out from before and see if you can see the difference. Right, so hopefully you can sort of get an idea there that the A's are in completely different positions. So that's what you're looking for. Right, so let's pop that second variation of the AA in there. And next one we have right, so we've got the front of the train again, and this time we've got a B, so we've got an AB die mark. Nice and easy to see. Okay, and then after that, another train one, and this time we have an AC die mark. Now, as with the Model T Ford, the AC die mark is not rare. It's only on the 1980 coin that it is rare and adds a lot of value. On this year, it's quite a standard die mark. Don't think any of these train ones are particularly hard to find. Just time consuming trying to get all the different ones. And there's probably some out there too that we haven't found yet. Right, so when we have a look at this coin and we have a little zoom in, obviously this was quite a popular design because we've now got an A with quite a large space and then a D. So we've got an AD die mark variation on this coin. And then after that, so we're on to the diamond proof coin now. And this one has quite a strange little die mark there. You can just see it, BB. But on the right hand B, the bottom tail that flicks up pretty much goes straight into the B beside it. Quite a nice looking die mark actually, that one. Okay, so let's have a look at the next one. And the next one is a BB die mark again. Now if we go back to the previous one, so you can see on the right hand coin the B's are close together, and you can see they're completely different on the left hand coin. So we've got two variations of the BB die mark on that coin. And then if we go on to the next coin, we got yet another BB die mark. Now this time the two B's are over to the right and they're tied up against each other. So a third distinctive variation on that die mark. And then to finish it off, the last coin in the series is of course the silver coin. Looks really, really nice. And we look over in the corner and we've got the D die mark by itself to signify the silver proof coin. And obverse of that coin, just a little bit of toning at the top, but nothing major at all. Right, so the next coin we're on to then is the de Havilland aircraft called the Rapide, delivering the Christmas meal to the island's airport, and that airport is on the southeastern end of the island, so I'm sure you'll be keen to know that for the next time you fly into the Isle of Man. So let's have a look at this coin. So there we go, we can see we've got the airplane, we've got airplane up in the air there, old biped airplanes. Oh, open it up. And we got the sacks of mail. Again, we've got a couple of blokes there holding the mail under the plane, and then we've got one bloke standing over here to the left with a child. And again, nice detail. We've got a windsock there on the left hand side, Christmas little wreath underneath it, and what would they be? They look like a couple of crows, but hard to say, isn't it? And then the airplane has some writing on it as well, GAC something, possibly. Right, so that's an AA die mark on that coin. And then the next coin is oh, didn't show you the AA die mark where it was in the coin, did I? Sorry. So we've got to go the whole way over to the left hand side of the coin, and just to the left of the man's elbow. So you can see the wheel underneath the wing, and then when you have a look you can see the two little A's in there, and on the right hand A, the top bit of the A looks to be missing. Right, so that's that one. And then when we move on to the next one, we've got another variation on the AA die mark. So we can see there the right hand A isn't chopped off as much as it was in the other coin. This is quite a hard year to actually do because the die marks are all nestled under that wing. Right, so if you look at the coin in the left, you'll see the two A's are perfectly in line. And when you look at the coin on the right hand side, you can look at the two A's and you'll see the right hand side of the A is dropped down a bit. So this one is quite a difficult one to see because the die marks are well squashed up under that wing. Now the next coin we have as well is, if I can just get it out here, there we go. So this one again is another AA die mark. So we can see the A's on this are lower down. One of the right hand A is nearly touching the wheel of the airplane, and they're not exactly the easiest die marks to look at. Hopefully you can just about make those out. So yeah, definitely eBay goggles on when you're looking at these. Right, the next coin then we have is this one. So if we have a little zoom in on this coin, now do you see the position of those A's? So on all the other coins, the A's have been pretty much under the wing or touching the wheel of the airplane. On this one you've got an A right over here at the rim of the coin, and then one to the right hand side with a gap, and the right hand side one sits lower than the left hand one. So another variation on that die mark. And then the next one is another AA variation. So when we have a zoom in on this, so this time the A's are down, further down from the wing. You've got the right hand A directly under the wheel, but where the previous coin the A's were up down on this down mark, they're pretty level. So you got quite a few AAs to clutch in this little series. 1, 2, that's 5 of them there if you want to try and get them all, and there might even be a 6th. I haven't had a proper look into the 6th one for a while, so I might have a look at that and see if I can find the 6th one, if there is one. Right, so the coin we have after that is a BB coin, so we can leave this in the capsule. You can see the BB die mark there quite clearly, and again you've got the mirror fields and the nice portrait of Her Majesty there, the frosted tables on the coin, really nice. Right, and then the final coin, you should have guessed it by now, has the little D on it. So this is the silver proof version of the coin. Now there is one more version of the coin which is a B die mark. I can't find one, I've been looking for years, but I do know a collector who has one, so they're out there, but to date I haven't got my hands on one yet, but I would like to get one of those. So in this particular run of plain coins, the AB die mark one is the rarest. Right, now the next coin we have then is a 1986 Christmas coin. Plenty of detail in this coin, and this coin is a horse-drawn tram. It's starting down the road, making its way down Douglas Promenade. Probably wouldn't be that comfortable, I bet it would stink of shit as well, all those horses crapping everywhere. But yeah, it's going down towards the C terminal, and these are trams, and you've got open trams, toast rack trams they were called because of the way the windows were spaced on them. But yeah, all pretty good, isn't it? People in the background there doing whatever they're doing. Now when we look over here at this person, just where my thumbnail is, we have an AA die mark on this coin. So that's our first coin. And then our second coin is straight on to BB. So with this coin, there's only one AA die mark that I have at the minute, although there may be other variations out there as well. So the BB die mark coin in particular, now when we have a look at the two Bs, they're underneath the two legs, and you've got a B sitting underneath the first leg, and then the second B is sort of between the two legs, and they're on a slight slant, so they're in line, but the right hand BB sits higher than the left hand BB. So when we get the next coin out, this is also a BB die mark coin, but you can see now that coin, the left hand B has dropped right off. There's a big space between the left hand B and the foot above it, whereas on this coin the B sits pretty much directly underneath that leg. Right, and then the final coin is the silver one, and there we go, we have the D die mark underneath the foot, and a really nice coin there as well. Right, so the next coin then, so some years you can see they release more coins than others, so you get all the different die marks, and then the year after there's very few die marks. So this next one is the Thornycroft bus, a single decker bus used over in the Isle of Man, and that's going down again down the road, taking people wherever they're going on Christmas Day. And I've been to the Isle of Man loads of times. They didn't have those, but they still had the trains. Right, so that's the AA one, and then the next one we have, if we have a little zoom in on that, you can see the AA down here. Let's see if magnification on that a bit better. There we go. So we've got the two A's there. We'll have a look at the first coin. So you can see the difference on those two AA die marks, one there and that one there. Right, so two AAs, and then the next one is another AA as well, if we compare that to the previous AA. You can see those A's that look different compared to this coin. And then the next coin we have is an AB die mark coin, and the one after that is a BB diamond proof coin. So we can see we've got an up down BB die mark. There's loads of detail in this coin as well. Nice looking coin. Let's bring the magnification down a bit. Yep, plenty going on in that coin. Everybody getting under the bus. Woman and the kid. Kids in the background. The Manx cat there sitting looking. There, that's better. Yeah, nice coin, that one. And then the next coin we have along from that is another BB. This time the BB die mark goes down up, whereas this one is up down. So you can see the difference in those die marks when you look at them. Quite a big difference. And then the coin after that is the last one in this series. And the last one in the series is the silver proof one, and you have the D die mark down here. Nice coin. So much more detail in the Royal Mint coins. Right, so the next coin then has a motorbike as the theme of it. So 1988 Christmas 50p. You got a cottage in the background and a BSA motorcycle and the sidecar as well. It's like Harry Potter, isn't it? But there's a thatched cottage there in the background. Bloke throwing his arms up. No doubt probably one of the cycling brigade him, as the engine roars through. Nice bit of smoke coming out of the chimney, etc. I think, is that a Manx cat crossing the road there? There's a duck there. So yeah, loads of detail again. And then down here, just where my finger is, you've got the two AAs, the AA die mark on this coin. That's it. Now this is an AA die mark coin, but it's got mirror fields as well. It's a really nice condition bank coin, but it looks better quality than bank. Nice looking coin, that one. Right, so we're now on to tray 3, and we stick with the sidecar theme. And the next sidecar one, lovely coin, that has the AA die mark as well. So oh yes, so these two must be different, so let's have a look. Right, so on this coin the A is directly underneath the duck's foot. So you see that right hand A directly underneath the left hand duck foot. And then when we look at this coin, it's in a slightly different position. It's hard to get it in the camera, but just about make it out. Right, now the next one is a BA die mark. Slightly old die mark there. You've got the B first and then the A after it. Nice looking coin as well. And then the final one in that little run is a BB die mark, and this time the right hand B goes up, so it's down up for Adi. Nice looking coin, isn't it? Even after loads of years, these coins still look really nice. And you look at some of the ones you might get from the Royal Mint, and they don't seem to last that long at all. Right, so that was the last one in that series. We must need the silver proof version of that coin. This is where the collection starts to get thinner when it comes to the die marks, so this is where I'm starting to miss quite a few in the old date run. But the next one we have is the 1989 Christmas 50p. It's a snow scene at Laxey Station. You've got the old tram car there, around 1900. Nice bit of detail on that coin as well. Yeah, so nice little tram car. You get those up and down the promenade. We're at Douglas, the main front and the Isle of Man, up and down there, in and out of the amusements. And you got a nice bit of detail at the top there with the electric cables and what have you. And if you look carefully just behind the tram, you can see the house tops there with the chimney. Laxey Station. People sitting on a lady sitting on a bench there waiting to go in. People going through the station doors. It's tram number 33. People getting on it. You've even got a bloke out the window there. And then I don't know if that's kids that are up to something or what they're doing there. There's the Manx cat again. Yeah, it's really cool. What you have here is two little A die marks. Can you see those? There you go, you can just make them out there. And then the next coin in the series that goes with that is another AA Denmark coin. This one, the left hand A is down, the right one's up, so down up. This one is up down, so difference in those die marks as well. And then I only have three of the coins from this year. And then we have this next coin, which is a BB die mark coin. I'll zoom in on that. It's a really nice coin as well. Right, so the next coin in the series is a really nice one that depicts a vessel on it. So this is familiar to me because even when I went to the Isle of Man, it was called the Isle of Man Steam Packet Ferry. my parents always happily referred to the packet ships as being like cattle freighters. But when I was young, very young, 40 years ago, we would go over to the Isle of Man quite a few years and have our summer holidays there. My dad and I actually managed to get heat stroke in the Isle of Man and spent, I think it was about 3 days, both of us in bed, ill with heat stroke. I mean, that's what happens sitting in the back of a Ford Sierra in a heat wave for 3 days in traffic. Not pleasant, but yeah, the Isle of Man holds fond memories. And when we have a look on it, you can see people standing about there. Let's have a little zoom in. So you got kids there in the background, people up the front of the coin, couple here waving people in or waving them out. You can see the Triskelion on the funnel of the ship. So the detail on the ship is really nice. You've got the lifeboats there, the bridge, the cables, all the portholes. They did a really good job when they designed these coins back in the day. Seagulls up there, you must have some sort of bunting there on the ship's cables, aft and stern. There's what looks to be a little castle in the background there. There's loads going on. It's a really good design. Steam coming off in a little holly bar there under Christmas. And then the next coin in that series is this one here. So this is obviously the same coin again, and it's BB Dimark. But when we compare, sorry, that was AA. Yep, so BB Dimark. Let's pop that back. So we've only got one of this coin, so there may be other BB Dimark coins out there worth keeping an eye out for. And then the last coin in this series, we've just got the 3 of these, is the silver proof one with the D Dimark on it. Really nice coin as well. And then we're on to the next coin, which is the baby Jesus in the manger. So we've got the manger in the background there, or manger as they say in France. Right, we've got a couple of blokes there on their knees, another bloke there, well actually they're on their hands and knees, bloke there praying, angels I think here, all having a fag and a crafty drink while the boss ain't looking. And then you got some sort of horned creatures over here. Not sure exactly what they are. Slightly demented pigs maybe, and a goat. Hard to tell. You got a couple of wise men there in the background. One with a turban on, and one with a crown. There's the third one on his knees. Looks a bit like P. Diddy, doesn't it? There we go, so really cool design on that. We got possibly the North Star there over the top of the manger, halos. Although it looks like their halos have little bits of metal holding them on. They almost look like fake halos. They are, look, they've got bits of metal. They're just set on. That's a bit weird. Right, so that's a pretty cool coin. And then the next one in that series is the BB, the diamond proof version of the coin. So that's a pretty nice coin as well. Down here the BB Dimark. Quite a big space between those B's. Have a little zoom in on it. You see that the right hand B sits higher up than the left. So you got a up down spacey bit variation on that coin. And then the final coin, again we've got 3 of these ones. is the silver proof one, and again we've got the little D die mark here. Really nice. They do hold up well over the years. Right, so the next coin then we have in the series is a newspaper seller. So that's pretty cool. Probably selling the Isle of Man Gazette or something. It's a BB die mark, so I'm missing the AA die mark for this coin. So I'll have to have a look out and see if there's AA die mark. Let me check. Yeah, so there's an AA die mark as well. Issue limit on that is not known apparently, but there was 30,000 with the AA die mark released. It's the Manx Mercury newspaper in the year 1792. And then, so just wondering what we had going on in the background there. Maybe a drug dealer, some sort going on there. Something illegal. The little cat looking up there watching. Might be a dog, but we'll go for the Manx cat. Oh yeah, there's Manx Mercury on the phone box behind him. A couple over there in their best clothes. So yeah, that's a pretty nice detailed coin as well, isn't it? Right, and then we'll have a look at this last coin, and then that will be it for this video. So this one, if we pop it over, it's 1993, and this one is the nativity scene. So the baby Jesus in the middle there, and then we've got Virgin Mary, and I don't know who all these people are looking on. Maybe angels and what have you. Hard to tell, isn't it? Oh, there's just a couple of animals there just in shot. There you go. Don't know if they're horses or what. There looks to be a child there in the background. It's like the Omen. It's Damien from the Omen in the background watching everything. So apparently, just looking at the book, this is a nativity scene with a stained glass window at St. George's Church in Douglas. Nice coin as well. Right, and then the final coin, we've only got two for this year, is an AA die mark. Oh, sorry, the previous coin would have been an AA die mark as well. So the die mark on this coin is quite faint. You can just see it over there, AA, and then you can see it on the left hand coin as well. Let's zoom out. Phone doesn't want to focus at all on that. Let's do one again. There we go. So if you look close enough, you can just about make out the difference on these A's. The top A's different looking to the bottom A's. See that? So really nice coins as well. So we'll leave it there, and then we'll do from 1994 up to 2016 in the final video. Hope you enjoyed it. That's it for now. Peace and love. Coin Snatcher out.